course, as you mentioned, our youth is encouraged to take part in all sorts of fields and all sorts of sectors, whatever they think that they are fully capable of or their interest lies in, to making sure that they can play their part and do what they can do best. But of course, all of what our panelists have been discussing so far is there to encourage and motivate our youth to come forward and do just that. But Mr. Sahil, do you think that when we motivate and encourage our youth to come forward and actually make a contribution, do you think that we really allow them the opportunities or the platforms to do so?
On the contrary, we're not just disallowing, we're actually forcing all of our kids to a certain direction, having some sort of a fascination of a path that somebody else followed, got whatever he could. As I said before, we need to know who we are. I mean, if my bedroom is on fire, I'm not going to go furniture shopping for my living room, right? We are in a certain situation where we better realize this. At the 72nd year of our age, we better be mature enough to know that there are certain things that are just luxury to us. We're actually thinking that whatever the world is going through, or Scandinavia is going through, or America is going through, should be literally replicated here as a thought model. We should have a totally different thought. We are in a certain situation. I'm all for global citizenship, and that's why I was for global citizenship. I want global citizens to come in, but for a certain field. We should be experts of solving the problems for the globe in a matter of social sciences. Why? Because we are in a situation where only these sciences are going to go our acumen to actually help set precedents for even America and Brazil and China on how to deal with the most hostile environments. We didn't need to be the #1 army. We are the #1 army, but we didn't need to. Countries with no armies are doing an amazing job as well, but we are in a situation where we need the best army. And thank God we have the best army. We didn't need this sort of a neighborhood. You know, I would rather change places with Maldives or Seychelles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they literally are in some of the happiest nations, or Iceland. But we are here now. We are in a situation, and we better start consciously thinking about the fact that you need way more motivation towards being a problem solver rather than just a selfish dopamine addict who's trying to become the #1 guy in whatever field you're trying to choose for your own self. Think about the country. I'm not saying just choose one field. Make sure you understand. I'm just saying bigger part of your brain should be directed towards that faculty which can solve the problems for our region. Our people are suffering in terms of lack of acumen only. There's a situation you better understand and realize. This is not an emergency, but it will be when you're going to be 50. I would rather my son become a physicist and become an astronaut too. But I would have to force him into going into psychology and sociology to become more mature to deal with India, Afghanistan and China and the UN. We should not have been bothered by lack of lawyership in the UN and you know what's going on today in Kashmir. Kashmir is just another indicator of what Palestine is going through. 216 countries back up Palestine. Only 4 back up Israel. Understand that, and you can't even pronounce those names like Luxembourg and Nicaragua and America and Australia. 4 against the rest of the world, and still we're not getting back Palestine. There's a bigger problem that can be solved through words, dialogue, and that can only be taught through this science of political science and sociology, psychology. We just suffered from bad lawyership in the first 50 years. That's why we lost whatever we lost in UN. I need you guys to become great lawyers and win it back for us. And unless you have the political acumen as an 18-year-old Pakistani, I swear to you, you're not going to solve any problem for us. You are going to do a lot for your own selves, maybe for your family, maybe. But you're not going to be a member of our community. If you're not adding to the global community of human beings, you are causing danger to the global community of the human beings. If you're not solving a problem, then you are the problem. That's the philosophy of social science.